Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russia's President Vladimir Putin held a bilateral meeting on the sidelines of the SCO Summit in Tianjin to take stock of the relations between the two countries. The crucial meeting comes amid Trump administration's public condemnation of India's oil trade with Russia. Before the meeting, Prime Minister Modi and President Vladimir Putin arrived at the meeting venue in Russia's presidential car. Earlier, Prime Minister Modi and Putin were also seen sharing a warm hug as they met at the venue in Tianjin. The significance of the meeting can be understood by the fact that event quickly took over the Chinese social media account, with Chinese users noting that both leaders hugged and chatted. Prime Minister Modi and Putin discussed bilateral cooperation, including in the economic, financial and energy sectors, while expressed satisfaction with the sustained growth in bilateral ties in these areas. The two leaders also discussed regional and global issues, including the latest developments concerning the Ukraine war.
Dear Prime Minister, dear friend, Russia and India have been maintaining special, friendly, trusting relations for decades, and this is a basis for the development of our relations. These relations are non-partisan in nature and are supported by an overwhelming majority of people of our countries.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated his support for the new initiatives that were taken to address the conflict in Ukraine and emphasized the need to expedite a cessation of the conflict and find a durable peace settlement.
Excellency, यूक्रेन में चल रहे संघर्ष के विषय में हम लगातार चर्चा करते रहे हैं। हाल में किए गए शांति के सभी प्रयासों का हम स्वागत करते हैं। हम आशा करते हैं कि सभी पक्ष कंस्ट्रक्टिवली आगे बढ़ेंगे, संघर्ष को जल्द से जल्द खत्म करने और स्थायी शांति स्थापित करने का रास्ता खोजना होगा। ये पूरी मानवता की पुकार है।
Prime Minister Modi also said that Russia and India have stood shoulder to shoulder, which was important for world peace.
कठिन से कठिन परिस्थितियों में भी भारत और रूस हमेशा कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर चले हैं। हमारा करीबी सहयोग न केवल दोनों देशों के लोगों के लिए बल्कि वैश्विक शांति, स्थिरता और समृद्धि के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है।
During the leaders' meeting, Putin went on to say that the Ukraine crisis was not triggered by Russia's attack on Ukraine, but was a result of a coup in Ukraine which was supported and provoked by the West. Putin appreciated China and India's efforts to resolve the crisis in Ukraine and also mentioned his Alaska summit with US President Donald Trump last month and said that he discussed the outcomes of that meeting with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping and other leaders. The Indian Prime Minister departed from China's Tianjin shortly after the bilateral meet with Vladimir Putin. In fact, the MEA said that Prime Minister Modi extended an invitation to President Vladimir Putin for the 23rd annual summit in India, slated to take place later this month. And in continuation with the updates you're tracking from China at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, Prime Minister Modi called the SCO a guiding light for multilateralism and an inclusive world order. Chinese President Xi Jinping even urged members to reject Cold War mentality and so-called bullying behavior. Russian President Vladimir Putin reinforced the role of United Nations while dismissing Eurocentric models as outdated. These comments come as major leaders project a collaborative alternative to Trump's America First agenda. President Donald Trump, note, has imposed 50% tariffs on India over its continued purchase of Russian oil. Both China and Russia labelled the move as bullying, calling for stronger cooperation within the SCO framework. Prime Minister Modi also reaffirmed India's stance on trade with Russia amid difficult times. He highlighted a decade-long partnership with the country. Meanwhile, US has also pressed Russia to halt its war in Ukraine. Against this backdrop, the SCO Summit became a platform for India, China and Russia to reaffirm strategic ties. Beyond geopolitics, the SCO even highlighted its growing economic clout. The bloc's combined GDP is nearing $30 trillion, while China's trade with SCO members hit a record $512 billion last year, double the figure in 2018. Chinese investments in member states has already extended beyond, exceeded beyond $84 billion, much of it in energy and infrastructure sectors. Xi Jinping proposed creating an SCO development framework, rather a bank with a regional security center, and pledged 100 livelihood projects across member states. Leaders are also said to adopt a 10-year roadmap which aims to deepen security, trade and cultural exchanges while boosting sentiment in national currencies to reduce reliance on the US dollar. The announcement marks a stark shift in global alliances as pushback against President Donald Trump intensifies.